Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you probably know, the Free Britney movement has been steadily gaining momentum, especially over this past year. And oh my gosh, you guys, there have been so many updates in the Britney Spears conservatorship case recently. And honestly, there's a new update like every day at this point. Recently, an article was published by Ronan Farrow and Gia Tolentino in the New Yorker, which has gone into a lot of detail about some of the mistreatment and abuse Britney has suffered over the past 13 years. So I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to read it. Between all the resignations within the conservatorship team, the leaked court audio, and Britney's family statements, there's just so much to talk about. But before we get into it, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn your post notifications on. On June 23rd, Britney addressed the court for the first time. A leaked audio recording of her statement described some of the horrific and dehumanizing treatment she's received over the past 13 years in her own words.
I work 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar thing to this is called sex trafficking. Making anyone work against their will, taking all their possessions away, credit card, cash, phone, passport card, and placing them after I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy. It's a lie. I thought maybe I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. My dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship and my management who played a huge role in punishing me when I said, no ma'am, they should be in jail. I just want my life back, and it's been 13 years and it's enough.
Since this audio recording was leaked, Larry Rudolph, Britney's former business manager of 25 years, recently resigned. Side note, I found this recording of Britney doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge where she pours the ice water on Larry Rudolph, and at the end she says, "That's for torturing me for the past 17 years.
For all the 17 years of the torture you put me through.
So that's low-key, high-key disturbing now that we know so much more of what is happening to her behind the scenes. It was reported on Monday in a letter obtained by entertainment industry publication Deadline. Britney Spears' longtime manager Larry Rudolph also resigned, saying she had no intention of resuming her career after a 2.5-year hiatus that has left him with no work to do for her. He added that he became aware that Spears has voiced her intention to officially retire. However, his resignation letter does not elaborate on how Rudolph got that information since he's not in contact with the singer. Anyways, Samuel Ingham, who has been Britney's court-appointed lawyer the past 13 years, is attempting to resign as well after he was quote-unquote really upset that he didn't know she wanted to end the conservatorship. The court has to permit him to resign before he actually can leave the case. And if you didn't know, under the US law, conservatorship is the appointment of a guardian or a protector by a judge to manage the financial affairs and or daily life of another person due to old age or physical or mental limitations. A person under conservatorship is a conservatee, a term that can refer to an adult. And if you're interested in the legal behind the scenes, Emily D. Baker breaks down each of the current court filings on her channel. And if you're interested in a comprehensive backstory, you can check out these videos by Deep Dive. As of right now, Britney is still waiting for her lawyer to file paperwork to end the conservatorship. Instead of filing to terminate the conservatorship, Samuel Ingham decided to terminate himself as her lawyer. He cites her court statement as the reason and wants to respect her wishes. Call me crazy, but I think her wish is to end the conservatorship. Like, file the damn paperwork, Samuel. There's a headline that read, Britney Spears doesn't understand why lawyer hasn't filed to end conservatorship. Samuel Ingham has been Britney's attorney for the entirety of her 13-year conservatorship and has reportedly been making $10,000 a week for who knows how long.
Probate law allows the court to set the lawyer's fee and to bill it to the conservatee's estate. And Ingram right now is making $10,000 a week in fees as her lawyer. Yet neither he nor the court could produce the order which established his rate or allowed him to bill that much. It's possible that he was making $10,000 a week since 2008. All the while, there are reports that Britney was given an allowance of only $2,000 a week. All the while, her estate is worth north of $60 million.
Because the nature of a conservatorship involves a person's ability to sign contracts, Britney has not been able to get her own private lawyer this entire time. Guys, this is up. This is like this whole huge conspiracy of a bunch of people just like connected to each other who are like literally conspiring to ruin this poor woman's life. Britney's court-appointed attorney, Samuel Ingham III, will resign from the pop star's conservatorship case. Ingham filed paperwork on Tuesday asking the Los Angeles Superior Court to dismiss him as Spears' legal representative. Samuel D. Ingham III hereby resigns as the court-appointed counsel for Britney Jean Spears' conservatee effective upon the appointment of new court-appointed counsel, the court filings read. Now, with Ingham off the case, the next step would be for Britney to retain a new attorney with the court's approval so that she can begin the process to request to terminate. However, despite a change in legal representation, should her father remain atop the conservatorship and object to termination, the singer could be in for a long, continuous legal battle.
If Sam Ingham does bounce now, it will delay everything. It will take time for a new attorney to be appointed. The court will appoint somebody new who will have to get up to speed on thousands of documents. You don't just leave your client because your client is upset with the circumstances. If y'all are here to help her get out of this. Don't just bounce.
By the way, the firm Bessemer Trust also petitioned to resign as co-conservator over her financials following her statement in court. Basically, they said that Sam Ingham, who's Britney's now former lawyer, misrepresented the situation and they were not aware that Britney no longer wanted to be in a conservatorship. Why is everyone just like so stupid? Or like they're just pretending to be stupid? Jody Montgomery, who is Britney's personal conservator, currently has no plans to step down as Miss Spears' temporary conservative of the person. Jody Montgomery was appointed as temporary conservator of Britney's personal life at Jamie's request, according to People magazine. And in a statement, Jody's lawyer went on to say she remains committed to steadfastly supporting Miss Spears in every way she can with the scope of her duties as a conservator of the person. Miss Spears, as recently as yesterday, has asked Miss Montgomery to continue to serve. Miss Montgomery will continue to serve as a conservator for as long as Miss Spears and the court desire her to do so. Okay, so this is kind of confusing, but basically back in 2019, Jamie stepped down from his primary conservator role due to health reasons. He shares the conservator role with a personal conservator, Jody Montgomery, and had plans to share financial conservatorship with Bessemer Trust. Essentially, within the concept of a conservatorship, there are financial conservators, which give someone else power and decision-making capabilities over an individual's estate and other financial decisions, and personal conservators that make decisions based on, well, the person above, obviously. This means that when it comes to her personal decisions in regards to healthcare, living arrangements, etc., someone else is in charge of those decisions. Britney is under both a financial and a personal conservatorship because she has been deemed incapable by the state of California to handle her own affairs. In Britney's court statements, she said that she wanted to sue her family.
And I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them.
And she never omitted any family member's name, which kind of implies that she wants to sue the whole family, or at the very, very least, she's pissed at all of them. And rightfully so. Britney's family made some statements, probably because they all have been receiving so much backlash, just in my opinion. After the audio of Britney's statements leaked, a rep from Jamie's camp initially released the statement, "He is sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain. Mr. Spears loves his daughter very much." Okay, sure. Jamie believes every single decision he has made has been in her best interest. F off, dude. On June 29th, Jamie Spears filed court documents to ask the court to launch an investigation into the serious allegations that Britney exposed in her statement. Essentially, even though Britney was pretty freaking clear in her statements that her father was the one spearheading all of this mistreatment, he points the finger at Jody Montgomery, Britney's current personal co-conservator since September 2019, for the abuse that Britney has suffered. She's been suffering the abuse, man, for like 13 years. This lady has been around for like 2. Calm the down. Jamie Lynn Spears, who's Britney's sister, was silent on social media after Britney's statement on June 23rd and has come under fire all over social media for not supporting her sister. Jamie Lynn took to Instagram to post a video refuting claims that she's on her sister's payroll and that she doesn't care about her sister.
Hey everybody, I just want to take a second to address a few things. The only reason I haven't before is because I felt like until my sister was able to speak for herself and say what she felt she needed to say publicly, that it wasn't my place and it wasn't the right thing to do. But now that she's very clearly spoken and said what she needed to say, I feel like I can follow her lead and say what I feel I need to say. I think it's extremely clear that since the day I was born, I've only loved, adored, and supported my sister.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I mean, this is my freaking big sister before any of this bullshit. I don't care if she wants to run away to a rainforest and have a zillion babies in the middle of nowhere, or if she wants to come back and dominate the world the way she has so many times before. Because I have nothing to gain or lose either way.
I don't think that's true either.
This situation does not affect me either way because I am only her sister who is only concerned about her happiness. I've made a very conscious choice in my life to only participate in her life as her sister, as an aunt to those boys. Maybe I didn't support her the way the public would like me to, with a hashtag on a public platform, but I can assure you that I've supported my sister long before there was a hashtag, and I'll support her long after. I mean, I've worked since I was 9 years old. I've paid my own freaking bills since I was 10 years old. Not that I owe the public anything, because my sister knows I love and support her. That's the only person I owe anything to. I'm not my family. I am my own person. I'm speaking for myself. I'm so proud of her for using her voice. I'm so proud of her for requesting new counsel, like I told her to do many years ago. Oh, not on a big public platform, but just in a personal conversation between two sisters. If ending the conservatorship, if flying to Mars, or whatever the hell else she wants to do to be happy, I support that. Because I support my sister. I love my sister, always have, always will, as long as she's happy.
She has also blocked comments on her Instagram page because she was receiving death threats, which, damn, like, yeah, this whole situation is super f***ed, but her life and the lives of her children shouldn't be threatened, you know? Even though she denies using her sister's money, flight receipts show that she charged flights to Britney's estate account.
We actually have detailed flight records that show that Jamie Lynn Spears has charged Britney Spears' estate for the flights she has taken with Southwest. As you guys can see, it's definitely her favorite airline, and she continues to fly it, using her sister's money.
Britney's mom, Lynn Spears, was quoted as saying that the conservatorship is a lot of pain and a lot of worry. While Lynn may be opposed to the conservatorship, in Britney's court statement, she expressed that she was unhappy with her mother's involvement as well.
My mom went to the spa twice in Louisiana during COVID. For a year, I didn't have my nails done, no hairstyling and no massages, no acupuncture, nothing for a year. I saw the maids in my home each week with their nails done different each time. She made me feel like my dad does. Very similar, her behavior and my dad, but just a different dynamic.
Lynn Spears has petitioned the court to allow Britney to hire her own attorney. In this petition, her mother says that Britney should not be held to the 2008 standard that was the cause for her conservatorship in the first place, because Britney is not in the same set of circumstances and in the same frame of mind as she was back then. Which I totally understand. Like, dude, 13 years has gone by. People can go through like the worst and like toughest and like be able to recover from it. Obviously, it was not a good time for Britney, but it's been 13 freaking years. How is this like such a difficult thing to get out of? The motion will be heard on July 14th, along with the resignation petitions of Sam Ingham and Bessemer Trust. Also on July 14th, motions that have been filed by Jody Montgomery and Jamie Spears will be heard by the court. So yeah, guys, the 14th is going to be a very busy day. And with that being said, I don't know, what do you guys think about all of this? This entire thing is still like super mysterious and uncertain. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on this channel as more news comes out. And here is an interview that I found from 2013 where Britney just looked very miserable throughout the whole thing. She just had something very heartbreaking in it, so take a look.
You are ready to play Would You Rather.
I am ready to play Would You Rather.
Well, that's lucky. How do you feel?
I'm really excited.
First up, in which of these dangerous locations would you rather be stranded? Standing in a shark-infested pool like your video for work, or standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon like your video for I'm Not a Girl?
I think I would rather be standing on the edge of Grand Canyon because it's up to me whether to jump or not, and I have the control over that, and just to be able to see the beautiful view would be amazing, and it would feel really cool being up there.
And to lighten up the mood, here's a video of Tana Mojo shading the Ace family. That was it for today's video. If you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new videos every single day. Alright, bye-bye.